Hello, third graders. I'm back again. And today we're going to talk about starting a business. And you're going to learn some new concepts and a really big, long word. So, first of all, I just want to remind you my name is Michelle Fels and I work at RCB Bank. And if you remember yesterday, we were talking about ways to spend money. And so we were talking about you could use cash, you could use a debit card, you could use a credit card, a check, or electronic transfer. And so let's just say that you had the ability to start a business. Do you know what the word is for someone who starts a business? Here's that big long word. It's called entrepreneur. So keep that big long word in your head as we talk about today. You're going to watch another video with the Cha-Ching Gang. And today, Justin is going to find out some different ways that he can start a business. He's actually come up with a couple different ideas. So if you were to start a business today, what kind of business would you start? So when I was little, we would have garage sales every now and then. And I'd sell a few of my toys or maybe some of my clothes. But what I always liked to do was have a lemonade stand out front and sell lemonade. I was being an entrepreneur at that time and I was making some money. And so then after I made that money, I had to decide, what am I going to do with it? Am I going to spend it? Am I going to donate it? Or am I going to save it? So if you remember, we talked about that in lesson 1. Today, you're going to talk about some different ways of how you might go about starting a business. What are some of the questions you ask? What business would you make? Who would be your consumer? You say, what's a consumer? A consumer is someone who uses goods and services. So if you remember yesterday, I said that I like to take my dogs to the groomers to get their hair cut. So when I take them to the groomers, I'm being a consumer. Now, the person who actually cuts their hair is what we call a producer. They have now produced a good or service. And so someone who basically makes maybe your favorite donuts at your donut shop, that's a producer. Or maybe you go to Dillon's and you pick up some bread. The person who made that bread is a producer. And when you go home and you eat that bread or that donut, because I like donuts too, then you are a consumer. Okay. So when you're planning a business, you want to think about, hey, what am I going to produce? What's going to be my product? What's going to be my service? And then who are going to be my consumers? Who would I want to target? So if you're basically producing a toy, you know that you're going to be trying to sell that to a child. If you're going to produce haircuts for a dog, then they're going to be going out looking for people like me that own a dog, and because they know I can use their service. So those are some of the things you're going to be going over today as you take the steps in becoming an entrepreneur. I'm really excited to hear about what ideas you come up with for your new business. And I'll see you again